Hey everybody, Dutchsinse here. 4:42 p.m. Central Time on Monday, September 10th, 2012. And I'm over here on my Facebook page, and I want to thank Barbara Mallet for getting this story over to me. I wouldn't have found out about it if it weren't for one of my viewers, so this was really appreciated. And she sent me this. It's a story from LA Times referring to something that's going on in Southern California today, again. And this is September 10th, 2012 at 11:22 a.m. We'll go ahead and read the story to you. It's pretty short. Foul odor pervades Southern California, prompting 911 calls. What's that mystery odor? Residents in part of Southern California have been complaining Monday about a distinct sulfur or rotten egg smell in the air. Los Angeles Fire Department spokesman Brian Humphrey said his department has received hundreds of phone calls, including some to 911, about the odor, which he said has been detected from Palm Springs area to Simi Valley. Officials said the department has called the Air Quality Management District. Quote, "They are aware of the odor and are investigating," Humphrey said. "We are not aware of any specific hazard associated with the odor." There has been some speculation that the odor is caused by the Salton Sea, where the annual die-off of fish often causes a foul smell. But the Riverside Press Enterprise reported that officials at the Salton Sea said they don't think the die-off is responsible, and that the air quality officials are investigating. The smell was most pronounced in parts of the Inland Empire, which is upwind from the Salton Sea. All right. Another thing on the West Coast being blamed on fish. In the same week, we also had mystery sounds coming from Seattle, which were blamed on mating fish, even though it was happening over multiple miles. But that's a separate story. So, sulfur and rotten eggs are coming out of the ground in Southern California, appearing in the entire area. Now, if you're not familiar with the Salton Sea, let me just go ahead and show you. We're looking at Earthquake 3D here, which gives us a feed of the most recent earthquakes. Here's California, and this body of water down here is the Salton Sea. And it also happens to be the area where the earthquake swarm was happening for the last 2 weeks. Now, we're only looking at the last 7 days here, so you're only seeing everything 2.5 and greater for the last 7 days. But if we take it down, let me just go ahead and show you the last 14 days. And we'll probably catch the tail end of that earthquake swarm. And there's so many on the map that you cannot even make it out. Earthquake 3D slows down to a snail's pace because there's literally several thousand, 3,500 earthquakes on this chart here, most in California, most coming from the spot that had the earthquake swarm. And that's the same area that is now having a foul, sulfuric smell appear. Now, I'd like to take you also over, while we've got all this open, let's go over to College of DuPage, and let's go ahead and check the 2-kilometer products, and let's first look in Mexico. The reason I'm showing this to you is because for the last several weeks, if not months, we've been seeing what I've been calling a steaming plume event occur every day only along these fault line areas. Now it's pretty much moved to the north, northwest, right up here into the area, Southern California, Baja, Mexico, and Salton Sea. Now let me bring you into Southern Cal, and we'll do the same thing. We're going to turn on product images for 48, and I'll put the links down below so you can do this yourself. And again, Salton Sea is right down here where my mouse is. And right up around the entire area, we're seeing this daily steaming event now spread north. And it's going slowly. It's happening on a daily basis. It's inching to the north. And so we've seen it go from Mexico, now spread all the way up here towards central Nevada. So it's something we need to watch. I would say that if you're getting a sulfuric smell coming from Salton Sea, and we're seeing a huge earthquake swarm that's happening in the region, we're seeing multiple volcanoes pop off, one just yesterday, I think, down in Nicaragua, 2-mile plume, residents evacuated out of the blue, and then we're also seeing earthquakes occur along the edge of the craton, even up here in New York. At the same time of those tornadoes, we had a 2.1 up here in New York. The whole plate is experiencing pressure, which means we're probably going to be seeing some kind of sizable earthquake in California in the near term. When those types of sulfuric gases are released, to me that says plate pressure building, releasing, we're going to see an earthquake here very soon, just because that's the only thing that could cause a sulfuric smell from the ground over a large area. There's nothing else, I believe, that will be doing that. So it's got to be coming from the ground, which means magma is rising, plate tectonics are accelerating, which means earthquake imminent. Strange sounds up in Seattle on the northern tip of the West Coast. Put it all together, folks. Have a plan. Be prepared just in case. If nothing happens, then the worst case scenario is you've got your plan ready and you don't have to use it. But with this kind of stuff happening, when you have these kind of stories coming out, well, that to me says, hey, it's time to be prepared. Okay? Cheers, folks. Much love.